It's time for the preview of the Love Abounds banner. Let's go ahead and go over it and decide if we're going to love these units forever or if they're going to be alone this holiday. I don't want to say this on every single one, so I'm going to say it right now. I hate the artwork. I hate the artwork. It is terrible. So I'm not going to comment on the artwork except for one piece. Otherwise, I hate the artwork. Let's dive into the review. Up is Lilina. She is a mounted green mage. That's pretty cool. As far as comparing her to some contemporaries that we have, such as Gunthra, she is not as good a blade tome user, but she does have other niches. She has slightly more defense than Gunthra, just to let you know where her stats are. By the way, yeah, we actually know what their stats are. That usually doesn't happen at this point in time, but we know what their stats are. So anyway, the kit that she comes with is pretty interesting. The shtick that all of these units' weapons have for this particular special banner is that if they're attacking or being attacked by somebody that is normally a ranged attacker, bows, daggers, whatever, it nullifies all of their own style buffs, which is pretty cool. So any kind of blade tome user, any dagger user that relies on getting all kinds of extra self buffs, all that stuff gets thrown out the window. It's not going to work against this set of heroes, which is pretty interesting. This particular one, Green Gift, it's something that can be inherited to others if you want, refined as normal, nothing out of the ordinary there. The special that she has is Blazing Flame. I like the Blazing series much better than the Growing, personally, just because I like the extra damage it does. Blazing is the series that does 1.5 extra damage, whereas Growing actually has the area that expands. I prefer damage just because I'm a simple man. It's just the way it is. Her A slot is a HP and attack 2. It's just the static bonus that goes on all the time. 4 hit points and 2 attack, regardless of the scenario. It's an okay skill. It gets shined out by so many other things that are out there, which is sort of a shame. It's sort of nice to have that, but that's the price that you pay for the consistency. If you want things to be consistent, then you're gonna have to go with something that's a little weak. Probably the most exciting thing on her is her C slot, which is Attack Tactics. She has Attack Tactics. It's a really good skill to give to other people, and it is something that is just going to be hard to get otherwise. We just had a banner that had fodder for that on it, but I mean, it's not really rampant right now. So if you're looking for something to be able to buff up a lot of blade tome users or a lot of other people, this is a great skill to go with. As far as her uses, if you take a look at her stats, she's a little better than Cecilia. She's not as good as Gunthra, so she sits right in between there. And honestly, the way her stats meld out, she has a decent attack. She has, wouldn't call them good defenses, but she has defenses. So if you want to go that route, there's a few options you could do with her. I'm pretty excited to see what I could do with her once I get one, so that's a thing. Next up we have Bo Roy. He's on a horse as well, and his bow does the exact same thing you would expect a bow and the shtick for this realm to do. Gratia otherwise isn't anything special in this regard. Like I said, we actually know the stats for these heroes. His attack is great, but his speed is terrible. So that's what we're dealing with. He's not necessarily bulky compared to what you would want a defending horse rider to do, but by horsey standards, these aren't bad defenses either. He comes with reciprocal aid as his assist slot. His A slot is death blows, so they basically already say, yeah, there's no reason to have extra speed on this. Let's just go ahead and go right for the jugular on this one. He does come with bow valor. That's really, really cool. I am a huge fan of the valor skills, and I think that makes him worth pulling for regardless. I used to sit there and not yell, because I'm a nice guy, theoretically, but I would sit there and ridicule people who are like, oh, it takes forever to get SP, and I'm like, no, all you gotta do is spend all your 100 SP on the top of the tower, and, you know, you get yourself 50 per run, and that's great. Now, I get rageful if I don't have double XP and a Valor skill. I mean, things have changed so much, guys, and Valor skills are really the only reason why I feel like I could continue to grind through this game, waiting for new content to come out. So if you have archers, like I do, that need to have some training, this actually isn't a bad pool just for that. Next up, we have a Hector. This is great. He's a green axe armor unit, just like his previous version. And he has disencounter in the A slot, just like his previous version. So we have a lot going for us. Actually, his Armad's got a really nice upgrade here. Not only is it your standard 16 might weapon, but it's a killing weapon with Wrath built into it. For those of you just joining in, that means that once he's at 75% health, he gets a special cooldown added to his weapon. He also has a Wu Dao effect that does 10 extra damage whenever his special goes off. I love it. This thing is a beast. Sure, you don't have quick riposte anymore, but to be quite frank with you, either you want to have him slow down the pace of combat using his wary fighter that's in his B slot, or you want to go ahead and just go full bore catch and get rid of that and put in quick riposte anyway. So when it comes down to it, I don't think that there's any downsides to this. I think it's a wonderful upgrade. This base kit works, and that's that. He does come with Glimmer, and it seems like, at least for his stats, I mean, that attack stat is wow. I think that Glimmer's pretty much going to be the best skill that you want to have on him, because of the Wu Dao-like effect on his weapon, and the fact that it gets that extra cooldown. It's a bloodbath. Glimmer is just amazing. I don't think I could talk that up enough, but I don't think I need to. So that is so much fun. Lastly, we have a Lynn. Yes, we got Lynn Emblem. She is an armor unit. I'm sure you could tell from the artwork that we have here that she's an armor unit. She comes with Blue Gift Plus, so she is a blue tome user that's an armor unit. She has really nice stats overall, and honestly, her kit, she does have a full kit. She's bringing Ardent Sacrifice as her assist skill, but then she has attack and speed bond. That's her A slot skill, so if you keep her next to people, she's going to be able to always have that +5 attack and +5 speed without using life and death, without sacrificing any kind of thing like that. And it's an in combat bonus only. It's not out of combat, so it doesn't get messed over by these tomes that are coming out and these bows that are coming out right now, which is pretty cool. The rest of her kit is notable because everything is 5-star locked on her kit. Okay, Ardent Sacrifice is obviously not, but all of her passes are 5-star locked. Guard 3 you can get on a 4-star unit, but you have to upgrade it to that unit to 5 in order to get Guard 3 itself. Armor March is only found on a 5-star unit, period. This is a wonderful kit. She definitely has a lot going for her. Just to talk about a few things, she does have stats. She's fast. She's very fast for an armor unit. She is fast enough that you could do Blade Tome. If you do Owl Tome with her, she's also going to just crush things. Just sort of by accident, actually. It's going to be sort of funny. I'm laughing already. It's wonderful. But she's also great fodder. If you have an Armor Emblem team, I mean, you already have the Armor March there. There's plenty of people who would want to have attack and speed bond. I mean, yeah, there's just way too many people that would want to have that. The only thing that I have to say about the bond over top of something like Life and Death is that Life and Death is always permanent and doesn't count as any type of bonus. It's just there, and so that's sort of nice. And you don't have to worry about positioning. You can have yourself Armor March, you can walk over there and hit somebody, and that's that. But on the other hand, this is going to get you more arena points. It's already on a bulky unit, and there is no downside once you're standing next to somebody. And you know what? If you're standing next to somebody, I bet you're going to be influenced by a ward armor anyway. So yeah, I think it's wonderful. That's my 2 cents on them. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. Is Hector completely broken, or is it just me? Is Lynn a real prize here as far as skills go and capability? Or is there somebody else that you're excited for in this banner? Let me know down in the comments. I want to have a discussion real quick about these heroes before they actually come out, because they just seem so exciting. And I almost completely forgot to mention that I do have a Discord channel and I do have an Instagram. Links down in the doobly-doo. If you want to come on in, say hi, it would be great. We could talk about them more extensively, and we could talk about the builds once they're out. And hey, do me a favor, if you like your Fire Emblem information hot and fresh like Grandma's cookies, hit that subscribe button. My name is Deltran. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate all of you. And until next time, take it easy.